All right, you're live.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, senior. I'm about to say secret stock analysis person, but no, senior stock market strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Big pullback today. Are we looking at the same market? Well, Numalite, when I originally set up the alert, it was originally set up for that, but it's a mixed market. So it is a mixed market, but if you look at the VectorVest composite in and of itself, a big down day for the composite. Remember, that tracks over 9,000 stocks. So there's a difference between the two. If I'm looking, the VectorVest composite is down about 0.5%, the biggest mover to the downside, whereas the Dow is down about 0.3. The other three are down, are up, but slightly up. So it should have been more of a mixed market day, but the composite, if you look at it on the graph, is a big move to the downside. Does that make sense? Who asked me that question? Let me see. Who asked me that question? Numalite, does that answer your question? All right. So with that being said, looking at the movement of over 9,000 stocks, and we'll look at it on a graph today. We will definitely look at it on a graph. All right. Adobe earnings today, heads up. We looked at Adobe, Ryan and I actually think that they're going to miss on both earnings and revenue based upon what I saw. We'll see. But, is Adobe enough that AI can help to push it up? I don't know, but just based upon what I saw that I wasn't real warm and fuzzy about Adobe earnings. We looked at it on the earnings graph that I created for our live stream. I'm not feeling it. But you never know. I'm not the guy that's in the room reading the report when it comes out. So I ain't gonna lie, it's speculation on my part. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. It is speculation on my part. With that being said, if you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Good afternoon to everybody who is out there chatting with me. I appreciate it. Kevin, I got that written down. I think today I didn't have a ton of news. I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time on your stocks today. We'll see how it all pans out. It all depends on how much talking I do. Kevin says AVGO definitely take some off the table. We'll see. I did not get into AVGO. Also, I'm only in 3 stocks right now. I'm in NVIDIA ETF, Apple ETF, and Palantir. Those are my 3 stocks that I'm in. John, you know something? You know I'm a New Yorker. The only Boston team that I can pull for is the Celtics, because I'm a big Jason Tatum fan, because I'm a Duke fan. All right. And notice that in the finals, there's 3 Dukies in the finals. You got Kyrie, you got Derek Lively, and you got Jason Tatum. It's kind of cool for a college as prestigious as Duke. They've got 3 people from the school playing in the finals. So you're coming across loud and clear. Thank you, Furby. I appreciate it. Hi, Sam Talal. All right. Gilbert says VRNA. Nope. For me, I'm going to take a look at it. You're in love with Palantir. I'm not in love with no stock. I'm not in love with no stock. And I know, at least I tend to think that I know when it's the right time to get out of a stock. Palantir it's been a tough play. I get in and I get out. I get in and I get out, depending on what's going on with the stock. Glenn, we know you love the Red Sox. Oh, heck to the no. Heck to the no. I can't go for the Red Sox. I can't go for the Patriots. I can't, the only team, maybe I can go for the Bruins. I'm a Rangers fan. All right. So yes, maybe the alert should have been more along the lines of a mixed market as you're looking at the color guard. Which catches my attention though is we got some red lights popping up. What do you think of SMCI? Hasib, we should have been out at SMCI long time ago. Long time ago. We've looked at SMCI on this channel on more than one occasion. I'm going to write it down again, but I don't think that there's any reason, SMCI, I don't think there's any reason for anybody to just to get back in. I'm not, and Jeff says it just got a VectorVest buy. I think the only thing that could pull SMCI right up right now is the AI craze. We'll take a look at it. I'm not a big fan of SMCI, and you see over the last 3 months, 6 months, the downtrend on SMCI. I think that if you get into it now, it may be a little bit of an aggressive move, but we'll check. And I know Amir never left SMCI. You took a big hit on it. I hear you, Jeff. I hear you. Did you call them Dookies? Yep, I just called them Dookies. Because that's what they are. It's the brotherhood. It's the brotherhood. All right. So we got, it looks like the alert hit. We got a lot of people. Let's talk about what's moving the market today. Again, 3 red lights flashing across. But if you look at the indicators like the MTI and the buy to sell ratio, we're not at a point where it's, start bottom fishing. Not just yet. Not just yet. Jazz says sold SMCI 20 minutes ago. I know you did. So I'm praying for you for SMCI to give back some of that stuff that you lost. Why 3 reds? Because the price of the composite is down on a week-over-week basis. The RT is down over, something. Let's do this. Let me bring it up on my screen. All right, so the price of the composite last week was 65.93. Right now it's at 65.73, lower on a week-over-week basis and on a day-over-day basis. Yep. RT lower on a week-over-week basis and on a day-over-day basis. The buy-to-sell ratio lower on a week-over-week basis and a day-over-day basis. That's why we've got 3 red lights. That is just why. And, the colors are received very simply based on the movement on a week-over-week basis and confirmed by the day-over-day basis. So 3 red lights. Primary wave is down. The confirmed call is down. The DEW did get an up call. I'm thinking that when we look at the market timing graph, we'll see if it went back down as well. Does the market have some downside? Well, let's go take a look at it. Before we go look at the news, let's go take a look at what, oh, man, you never saw my screen. That sucks. All right, now you can see my screen. Let's go take a look at the VectorVest composite. Anybody know what yesterday's candle looked like? What's the candlestick formation known as right here? And we got follow through today. What's the candlestick formation known as right there? Anybody type it in the room. All right, so we actually, by way of candlestick formations, could have been prepared for today. A shooter, no. Gravestone, no. The body's not small enough to be a gravestone. Engulfing, yes, now, but what was yesterday's candle? What was a shooting star? That's what I was looking for. That is a shooting star where the wick is more than twice the body. It is showing a possible reversal. And what did we get? We got confirmation. All right, hot boneless chicken wing. How did you get a hot boneless chicken wing? Anyway, and that was confirmation. Bigger wick than the body, more than twice the body. And follow through. Akshaya is right. With a 2-stick formation, 2 candlestick formation, we now have a bearish engulfing. All right, so 2 things happening right now to show that the market could have some more downside. Shooting star with follow through, and then you put the 2 candlesticks together, that is a bearish engulfing and could show some more downside. This is where I get concerned to the downside is if on the composite we get down below $65.29. Let's go put this on a 6-month graph. That's a solid level of support. If we break through that, then we'll start seeing the MTI and the buy to sell ratio start to get into those levels of moving down further. Interesting, I'm hearing a lot about GME. You guys do know why GME is going up in price, yes? Type it in the room, yes or no, if you know why GME is going up. Type it in the room, type either yes or no. Type either yes or no, do you know what's going on with GME? Please hear me out. From a technical standpoint, we filled the gap. We will move up. You're talking about the market timing? We did, but that's also why I'm including Akshaya, this level of support. All right. That's why I'm including this level of support. You know that even though it faded the gap, have the opportunity to go back up, that's fine. That's why I included this level of support. That's why I included this level of support. All right. So the big reason, options sold by Mr. Kitty. Interesting. They just sold off a lot of shares. They got like $3 billion in share buyback. That's a lot of money. They got a lot of capital. They got a lot of capital right now in regards to what's going on with GME. So I look at GME, I look at the move today. I'm not going back crazy over it. Why? Nice move, open candle, very little wick at the top, very little wick at the bottom. Okay? From this, it's not even in the fast lane yet. It's not even in the fast lane yet. I'm not warm and fuzzy about GME. I'm hearing things like Cohn's going to sell off a lot of the stores and raise more capital. Hearing it just, through the grapevine. He's going to sell off a lot of the stores that are not doing well, raise more capital. And then I'm hearing that he might just do a SPAC and, redo the whole GME thing. So we'll see. All right. So yeah, it's moving. I see it's moving. But look at all of the, even with Roaring Kitty coming out of hiatus, big jump up into the fast lane and very quickly came back down to the middle lane. Now, there's a bullish side of it. All right. There's a bullish side of it. It never went into the slow lane. Look at all of this. It never went into the slow lane, but it never got, it jumped up twice into the fast lane and retreated very quickly. All right. So is there money to be made out there? Yes. But you got to be super savvy to be able to do it. You really, 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 really do. And I would consider it more of a day trade than anything. GME moving also because of crypto rumor. I think that would be Robinhood. Robinhood is moving more so because of crypto. I don't think GME, I haven't seen anything that I can tie back in correlation with GME and crypto except for the NFTs. But I don't even think that the NFTs are working that well as they expected for GME. So I'm not able to do the correlation by way of all of my research with GME and crypto. Not yet. Not yet. All right, so we'll see. GME is not for me. It is a speculative play. Is Star Search the most sensitive indicator? Would love to look at SHIP. SHIP is something that I'm going to look at today. And I've got in my news stories why I am bullish on the shipping companies, Lisa. I am going to talk to you about that. All right, so there's what the market looks like. Let's get into the news. Wholesale prices, PPE, came out today. Wholesale prices unexpectedly fell. All right. Economy is cooling. All right. The economy is cooling. And I think that the Fed seeing that, the Fed said yesterday as we looked at the report or the announcement from the Fed's mouth, one cut. For all of those people out there that were talking to me and saying, yeah, no, Glenn, they're going to do, they said, I said it from November. I didn't see 3 cuts. And you guys still argue with me, but I'm okay with that because it spurred up conversation. I'm all about conversation. And I don't want anybody in here to think that everything I say is 100% right. A lot of this is my own insight, and I'm never afraid to say that as well. But it just based off of the news, just based off of the reports, I could not see 3 cuts. I still, even though he said only 1 cut, depends on what happens. All it takes is for one report to show hot, for all of this to go off the table. And he might say, well, we got to wait a little bit longer. And as you continue to wait a little bit longer, we run out of the year. So we still may not get a cut this year. All right. I'm just putting that out there. GME should look into arcade bars with connection to video game leagues. Just my 2 cents. How many of you grew up playing pinball games or video games like Galaga and Asteroids and Pac-Man? Just type of 1 in the room. How many of you grew up in that era? I am one. I grew up in that era playing pinball games. Pinball games weren't all the rave as I was growing up. It was more so the video games, the video arcade. All right. And again, some of my best games that I love was Asteroids and Galaga, Miss Pac-Man. It just goes to show, that's where we spent all our money. All of the games were a quarter. You play a game, it was a quarter. Nowadays, you go to Dave and Buster's, you got to put in, for these super high-tech games, you got to put in $5 to play for 2 minutes. That's crazy. Woo, that's crazy. Wow. But it is. All right, so the whole idea with this story is that inflation is cooling. But is it cooling enough really for the Fed, to do an interest rate cut? I think the predominant thinking is that it will be in September. So we'll see. Badger says, I think you're correct. The only thing I think is off the table is a rate increase. I agree. The rate increase should have been done last year. I talked about their rate. They should have raised one more time before they did all of these non-anythings. No cut is still the most likely outcome. We'll see. We'll see. But the Fed, is the Fed going to come through on this one? Is the Fed going to come through on this one? He limited now. He took it from 3 to 1. Is he going to do it? We'll see. All right, next story. Jobless claims came in as well. U.S. weekly jobless claims at 10-month high as labor market eases, inflation cooling. All of these things are being put towards the idea that the Fed is on track to do that one rate cut. And I think, again, for the most part, most people think that it will be in September. Now let's talk about my shipping stocks. Red Sea diversion causes congestion at the world's busiest port. Diversion from the Red Sea, because of all the stuff that's going on over in Ukraine and stuff, the Suez Canal has caused congestion at the port of Singapore, one of the busiest in the world. The congestion is expected to spread to final destinations too, according to a Bloomberg report. So with that being said, look at this. Shipping operators have moved much of their traffic around the Cape of Good Hope, which means that it takes longer to get your goods, your oil, all that stuff. All right. One consequence of this is that these ships can no longer call at Middle Eastern port along their way between Asia and Europe to unload part of their cargo or refuel. Now, all the unloading and refueling is done in Singapore. All of this, all of this is adding to shipping costs as well as to fuel consumption. Transit times in Asia to Europe have increased by 40%. So the shipping of the goods, people can, it's going to be more expensive to do so. But in order to get your goods in a safer manner, people are going to have to pay. Shipping companies will profit from this. So when I look at companies like Ship, when I look at companies like GSL, I'm all on board with those companies. I own Ship. And it's doing well. I own Ship. I've been waiting for something from Amazon. I guess it's going to be late, Nectario says. Something. I think that they're just looking, they're saying it's coming to Nectario's. We're going to make it like we shipped it from Wish. How many of you get caught up in that? I've ordered a lot of stuff from Wish over the years. And when it comes, it's like Christmas. I'm like, wow, I forgot I even ordered it. How many of y'all have been like that, type of one in the room? When you order something from Wish, I haven't ordered anything from Wish in quite some time now. But I remember the times when I was ordering from Wish, and by the time it came, it was like Christmas. It was like Christmas. It was like, oh man, I forgot I even ordered that. But this is why, Lisa, I am bullish on the shipping companies because they're diverting away from the Red Sea. This is another cool story. I've also done stories on alternatives to electricity because of all of the AI craze. Ship was closed to the slower lane last night. I wondered, what would Glenn do? I still own it, Lisa. I'm speculative on the play. All right. But I also know that the shipping industry, out of all of the 220 industries that we have, transportation ship is number 9, Lisa. It is number 9. That's another reason why I'm still holding on the ship. And I'm actually up on it. I'm not up a lot, but I think that story will push that and other stocks in that industry higher. All right. So yes, I'm a little bit more aggressive on the trade, but I've got reasons why. And when you look at 221 industries and transportation ship is number 9, that's telling you something. So if it's not shipped, something within the industry, something within that industry is definitely moving higher. Asa says, this shipping issue has been going on for a bit now. I was also in ship and made good money, but you don't think time has passed on that play? I don't think so yet. And again, Asa, I am letting you know, and Lisa is right. It's got good fundamentals. I am aggressively playing this play. So I'll just let you know. Google strikes a geothermal deal with Nevada utility. Under the deal, the amount of electricity produced from the geothermal sources in Nevada grid will increase from 3.5 megawatt to 115 megawatt in 6 years. That's huge. Dennis, Frontline, I'll take a look at that. That is huge. That's a big bump. Now, it says 6 years. That's a big bump in electric production. Would that be great to help the grid? Absolutely. Google is on my list today. I think that this is good news to help aid in the strain on the grid that has been, brought up by the whole AI craze. All right. You saw my video on Broadcom. I think it was right on, and Janice sent me an email, and I appreciate that email, Janice. But Broadcom, right on target. Akshaya says, ship chart looks bad, still buy. I'm in it. But again, Akshaya, I'm backing that up by letting everyone know that I am aggressively playing it. SHIP, that's the company. That is the company, SHIP. So Akshaya, I'll say it again. I am extremely aggressive on the play. We're going to take a look at it, though. Janice says you killed it. Listen, I was very conservative in the prognostication on Broadcom. I think I put in for 10%, about $1,600. It's gone up past that. And I think that another side of it is that they're talking about a split. Like a lot of these stocks that are splitting, that are so expensive, a lot of these stocks that are splitting, I think it's going to pose a great buying opportunity for the people who missed out on the NVIDIA trades, on the Broadcom trade, on a lot of the stocks that are splitting because they're so expensive. You know who needs to split? Chipotle. Chipotle needs to split. That's fast food. And that stock is so freaking expensive. They need to split. But I think the biggest mover of the stock prices in these companies that have split is going to be the people that are the people who missed out. Electric production sounds like the Fed saying they will cut interest rates next year. I'm not getting into that. You were right on AVGO. They will split. We'll see. I think it takes effect on July 12th. I think that's what it was. Somebody back me up on that. Yeah, that's what CMG needs, a 50-1 split if they want more people to get into it. I sold my ship to buy AVGO. Robert, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just got them both. I don't have AVGO. I just have ship. Thanks, Glenn, for AVGO video. Made good money on that. Awesome. Chipotle is the reason why inflation is not going down. How much do you want to pay for a burrito? Something, it all depends. I can't remember the last time I went to Chipotle. Something. You know what other company, and I'm putting that out there. And I'm not trying to get anybody on my bandwagon, but I'm telling you from a personal perspective, one place I'm not going to eat is Five Guys. I'm not eating there. A while ago, my wife, my mother-in-law, and me got some food, and it is splitting, says William. Oh, it is splitting. Oh, they need to. Holy smokes. I didn't need a 50-1. That would bring the price back down into buying people's range. But we went to Five Guys. I ordered the food, and they said, okay, your total is $65. I was like, what? $65? For 3 people? 65. I was like, nah, I'm not touching that. I am so not a Five Guys guy. And I don't drink milkshakes. All right. And Maria, I'm with you. It wasn't, the food wasn't even all that. For $65, it wasn't even all that. So, inflation is eating out of my table and drawing cash out of my bank. I hear you. Nectarios likes Five Guys. I don't. All right, next 2 stories on Broadcom. This talks about the split. The 10-for-1 split. I think it's on July 12th. So this was just backing up. I hate this site because I'm not doing any of that. And then the last story, interesting. Ryan alerted you to a rise in Tesla. Now, I asked this question yesterday. I'm going to ask this question again a different way. Glenn, you can't get a lunch below $20 these days in Dallas. I can get a lunch for less than $20. Where do I want to go? I can go to McDonald's. But my favorite places that I like to go to, where's the sandwich place? Oh gosh, what is the sandwich place? Mix something. God, I hate when I have these brain moments. McAllister's. I like me some McAllister's. I'm a McAllister's fan. Then we got local places around here I eat to, but I'm just watching Subway. I'll do Subway, but if I want a better sandwich, energy, I'm probably going to Jersey Mike's. If I want a better sandwich, most likely I'm going to Jersey Mike's. I like the sandwich, but they're getting more expensive. McAllister's I love. McAllister's I'm a big fan of, and I usually do the buy 2, get a salad and a sandwich, half a sandwich and a salad. I'm a big fan of McAllister's. McDonald's isn't edible. It all depends on how hungry you are. All right, so this is my question. Yesterday I asked, and don't answer this question yet. Yesterday I asked if Elon Musk was worth $56 billion, and that's a bonus. So I went back, and this was from 2018. This whole bonus thing was back from 2018. I looked at the market cap on Tesla, sitting at about $600 billion. Okay? $600 billion. We're looking at this bonus. This bonus is about 10% of market cap. Now I ask this question this way. Listen to the whole question. Based upon what Elon Musk has done for Tesla over this time period where he's arguing from 2018 to now, do you think that Elon Musk is worth that bonus? Yes or no? Now, a lot of why Tesla is going up, I think that there are enough people within the company who have voting shares of voting say that they're behind them and that, something, Tesla would not be what it is if it wasn't for Elon Musk. So yesterday I asked the question, is any man worth that? I got a lot of no's. And I'm still getting some no's here. That's fine. Again, this is conversation. But if you look at what Tesla was back into what it was from 2018 to what it is right now, the company is a $600 billion company, 590, $600 billion company. Is he, without him, it may not be. But so I'm sort of kind of from that perspective, I'm saying I think he's worth it. I think he's worth it. I don't think he's a bad business guy. Listen, Akshaya, look at what the company has done. Look at the company is the leader in the EV space that every other EV company is chasing. So I think that when you can say, it's just not a company, it's a leader, the biggest player in the EV space, he made it that way. I don't think that that's bad business. I don't think you get to be a $600 billion company doing bad business. All right. Now, Mark says probably no one actually worth that, but Tesla would not be what it is without him. And I said that, Mark, absolutely. still no one is worth that. I got you, Mark. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. He isn't a visionary. He is an innovator. I think Tesla is not. Oh, Tesla should buy Disney. Sigh. We're not getting into Disney. And I'm sure that Jazz said that. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Jazz said that. All right. So I wanted to see what you guys thought when I asked the question a little differently. All right. Maria's right. He takes chances nobody else would. That's part of being an innovator. He is not a one-man company. And that's true, Greg. So he gets this money. It's not like shareholders ain't getting their just due. It's not like, you're right, he's not a one-man company. The company's making some dough as a whole. All right. So that was the last story. And, Ryan talked about keep your eyes on Tesla. We're going to take a look at that as well. All right. Let's get back into the software. All right. Why is my computer moving so slow? Did it do it? Yeah, it did. All right. Let's go back to the software. Let's go up to the viewers tab. Disney needs robots. They probably got some. Here's the markets. Again, more so of a mixed day. There's the composite. All right. And remember when I talked about the big down day, when I look at the composite, that's a big down day for the composite. Look at the rest of the bars. You can see which days are bigger down than others. All right. That's a big enough down day. Thus the reason why I started out my alert based on a big down day. But you're right. It is more so of a mixed day. But even the stocks that are going, the indices that are going up, the Qs, why? Still AI related. It's AI related. The spiders are slightly up. The IWM is down. So the people are getting out of the riskier low cap stocks. That's down the most. All right. The Dow is down, the composite's down, and the VIX is up. But the VIX is not showing me any signs that people are nearly as worried as what other people think they are. John, the real question is whether Glenn loves XROF as much. Nope, I don't own XROF right now. I'm not playing the XROF space. All right? I'm not playing the XROF space right now. I got enough people here in this department that's playing the big XROF space. Right now, I'm not. I rather have my money in the stuff that I got it in. As a matter of fact, I only own 3 stocks right now. Which 3? Let me go see. Glenn, current stocks. These are the only 3 stocks I own right now. Let me open it up. NVDL, AAPU, and Palantir. Those are the only 3 stocks that I hold right now. All right, only 3 stocks that I hold right now. Let's go back to the list, though. The big news, all these other stocks that made the news. Let's talk about, what were we talking about? SHIP? Let's go take a look at SHIP. I want to take a look at SHIP and GSL. Both of them are down today. Both of them have RTs above 1. GSL, as a matter of fact, though, it's got a higher RT. It's faster than SHIP. But SHIP does have an RV above 1. SHIP's got a better upside potential, better upside to beat the market. That's one reason why I like it. 2, the stock is undervalued. 3, the stock's in an uptrend. 4, the VST is above 1. 5, the CI is above 1. 6, it's a buy recommended stock, right? I like the both of these stocks. But SHIP is less expensive. Let's go look at the both of these. All right, let's go take a look because a lot of people are questioning, why are you in SHIP? Let's talk about that. SHIP is trending down. SHIP is now in the slow lane. Theoretically, I should be out of the stock right now. All of you are right. All of you are right. All right. I am playing this from a more speculative, news-driven scenario. Prices are going to rise on these shipping companies. They're going to take in more money. That could be something that will bolster them higher. We'll see. All right. Because you're right. Looking at the trend of the stock from the high in the fast lane, stock is trending lower. I am aggressive on the trade. Glenn, thank you for your open interest tip in options to see where the money is going. I'm a big fan of that, especially when it comes down to earnings, to try to get some sense of where the stock is going to go. That's how I get some portion of prognosticating where I think the stock is going to go. C, ships growth. Let's go look at add a parameter growth. Where's it at? 29. Double digit on it. Glenn, you said only own 3 stocks, yet ship is not on your list. Is it not? Oh, is it not? Oh, I may not be. Oh, let me check this real quick. I may not be in it. I thought I was. Let me move this over. You might be right. I thought I was in it. I honestly thought I was in it. I'm checking. And I'm up $263 today. Okay, that's great. And I do not own SHIP. My fault. I do not own SHIP. I've got Palantir, Apple, ETF, and NVIDIA. I guess I am out of it. I forgot. All right. I just had to check. And that's why I have that list in there to try to stay on top of that. But again, I manage more than one portfolio. I do manage more than one portfolio. So I do not have SHIP. I must have gotten out of it. And I don't remember when I did. That's a good question. Thank you, Kevin. I don't know when I did, but I'm not in it. All righty then. So now I don't feel so bad. I was like, well, I'm aggressive. I would have still been aggressive. In which portfolio do you own SHIP? My more aggressive portfolio. The only portfolio that I show you what stocks I hold is my more hands-on portfolio. My other few portfolios are more longer-term swing trade portfolios. I don't even discuss those. All right, I don't even discuss those. But my more hands-on portfolio is where I tell you what I'm doing. All right. Would I buy it now? No. All right. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for it to get in the fast lane or break above. You know, if I want to be aggressive now, I'd wait for it to break above this downtrend. Dang it. I honestly thought I still had it, but I guess I don't. Man, I'm even smarter than I thought. All right. And that's it. So I'm glad I showed you that because Kevin called me out on that. Glenn, if you are up $263 a day, can you afford to eat at Five Guys? I'm not going to Five Guys. All right. I ain't trying to do that. All right. And what's the other one? GSL. GSL looks a little better, even though it's in the middle lane. Look at that. GSL looks a little better. SHIP does have a higher RV, but GSL, bottom left, top right now in the middle lane, I'm going to keep my eyes on. Remember, the shipping industry in the software is number 9. That must mean other stocks within the industry is moving it, right? But GSL is on my list. I talked about that a while. Hopefully, I've made you some money on GSL as well. My other stocks that are in the news today, let's go take a look at all of them. I got oil in here because of the shipping as well. I think that the issue with the shipping is going to help the shipping stocks and oil. AVGO, little indecision today. Would I buy it today? Probably not. The move has been made. People like me who are in it, I'm happy. But you know something? It's way above. And we got indecision. And we got I might. How much am I up on that? Up. I'm not even in AVGO. If I were you, I would think about taking half off the table. It broke so far above the band that most likely it's going to retreat back into the Bollinger Bands in a big way. It's going to retreat back to the means. If anybody of you guys are in AVGO, I'm going to tell you to probably take half off the table. All right. So I'm just putting that out there. Glenn surprised himself in a good way. I sure did, Ramor. You probably stopped. I don't remember what happened with SHIP. I swore that I still owned it, but evidently my stops that I have in place did what they're supposed to do. So you know something? You know how cool that is? How it took all the emotion out of it? I was like, well, you know, I took that all off the table with my stops. How about that? I took that all off the table with my stops and bingo, bango, boingo. All right? That's the beauty behind having stops, folks. That's the beauty behind having stops. What else is in the list? Google, I like the story with the geothermal story. Google's on the rise, bottom left, top right, leveling out right now. I like that news. Keep that on your radar. There's SHIP we already talked about. There's GSL we already talked about. Tesla, the big move, some people will say that Tesla's like a cult. Well, guess what? Apple's like a cult. Apple's like a cult as well. People who will just stay and stay and stay. And I think that's what's going on right now. The possibility of approving that bonus moved Tesla into the fast lane, but watch, it is a closed candle. USO oil is on the rise, but can't get into the fast lane. It can't get into the fast lane and stay there. You know me, I think it's manipulated anyway. All right. Because of what's going on, go back to the market time graph. Because of what's going on, I know we're not at the levels where the MTI and the buy to sell ratio are looking for a bottom at all. I know that buy to sell ratio is 0.50, 0.51, MTI is 0.9. I just did not think that today was a good day to give fish. You guys okay with that? Based upon what's going on in the market today, I didn't think was a good day to give fish. You guys okay with that? I got SMCI written down already, Sakitu. You guys okay with that? Yes or no? Y'all need to hurry up and answer. All right. Y'all slow today. All right. I think that based on what I see in the market, something, when it's the right time to give fish, I'll give them. Time like right now, I'm not real comfortable trying to put you in some stocks that are probably going to get their butts kicked. All right. Roger says no sushi today. I'm okay with that. All right, good. I know Lifestyle says be patient with YouTube. I know. I'm sorry, Lifestyle. I know there's a delay. It's all Koo's fault. Joey's not here today. Joey, I want you all to wish Joey a speedy recovery. He had a stomach bug. But Koo is filling in. I think he's doing a great job filling in. So you guys keep Joey in your prayers today. Please do. All right. No super chats, no fish day. Wow. I didn't say, I can still get a super chat even though I'm not giving out any fish. Sigh. It had nothing to do with that. Adobe, again, I'm writing that down. I'm not a fan of Adobe. I think based on, earnings coming out today, and I could totally all be wrong. I think they miss on earnings and revenue. I think that they miss on earnings and revenue. Hopefully Joey's in the background looking, he's seeing your comments. That's why I said that. I hope that he's in the background looking and he sees your comments. All right. So with that being said, that's what I think about Adobe. I could be totally wrong. I could be. And tomorrow somebody come on and say, ha, Glenn, you were wrong on that one. And then I'll sit back and go, oh, well, look at all the other ones that I did help you on. I can't get them all right. I'll be the first one to say it. I can't get them all right. All right. And at some point in time, I may miss. I'm okay with that. I'll own it. If I miss, and if the Adobe works out the opposite direction, I'll own it. All right. So I didn't give you any fish today. No big movers. I do want to look at the gold stocks. I do have that. Adobe looking good for shorting, says Roger. I got Adobe written down. I'll write down Oracle. ORCL. Look. Thank you, Amir. I still got a super chat. Amir, you got to give me 2 stocks. Amir, you got to give me 2 stocks. Type of 1 in the room for Amir, please. Thank you, Amir. Type of 1 in the room for Amir. Amir, you got to give me 2 stocks. All right. Well, I'm still going to look at your stocks, your customer picks today. All right. He's getting them wrong. Shaking my head. Sounds like he needs Joey here. Sigh energy. So Amir, you got to give me 2 stocks. Give me 2 stocks. Way to go. I got to shout out to all of the people who give us the super chats. Thank you so much for that. All right. Gold stocks are getting hammered. I need, y'all are all giving me stocks. I'm looking for Amir's 2 stocks. Amir owned him, got himself up. Amir, $1 up, gold down. There you go. You guys I always tell you in regards to gold, got to pay attention to dollar. There's the dollar. Dollar's up, gold stocks are down. It's not up a lot, but normally when dollar's up, gold is down. All right. In oil and gas. Janice, are you still playing the day trades on boil and cold? Today was the day for cold. Are you still playing that? I still haven't been able to. Amir, how about the market? Should we stay in the market or get out? Right now, I'm going to tell you to just manage your trades. Don't let your stops manage your trades, Amir. I'm not going to tell you to pull out. Amir, you wrote the comment, but I need 2 stocks from you. You wrote the comment, but I need 2 stocks from you. You're going to hold up the room because I need your 2 stocks. Sigh. No, I'm not going to. Again, the indicators, the buy to sell ratio, are they going down? Yes. Are they scaring me? Remember, I gave you that level of support on the composite. Holy smokes, Energy just gave me another. Thank you, Energy. Your favorite X-Row and NVIDIA. All right, X-Row and NVIDIA. Got you. You got your 2. Give the ones for Energy, please. There you go. ASML, and what'd you say? LRCX. LRCX. All right. Amir wants SMCI. Somebody else wanted SMCI. SMCI is already in the list. Thank you very much for that, Amir. Thank you very, very much. I love you guys. I do love you guys. All right. Weekly theme. What's my weekly thing? Oh, GLP-1 stocks. There they are. What's the big mover today? My best stock in this space is Eli Lilly. The second best one is Hims. All right. When I'm looking at the GLP-1 stocks, Hims is running off the back of Novo Nordisk, though. But Eli Lilly is a powerful, strong play. It's the best stock outside of Novo Nordisk. Novo Nordisk is the best stock in the list. But Eli Lilly is my play of choice when it comes down to GLP-1 stocks. Thank you, Glenn. You know I love you and love all the VV Nation. I know. Thank you, guys. 1 good and 1 questionable one. That's right. Got you. All right. I said 2. Stop giving me 3, Amir. Stop giving me 3. Sigh. All right. AMSC. All right. Let's go look at your stocks. I got enough, I think. Now, the question was, should we be getting out of the market? Let's look at the contra ETFs. That's going to give me a better feel. All right. What contras are starting to move? All right. And I want to take a look at the ones that are moving today. This is a great way to answer your question about, is it time to get out of the market? Let's go see. These are the 6 fastest moving contras today, right? Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. Are they on the rise? Is anybody in the fast lane? Because Amir, look at that. Russell. Was and not TZA. Webbs, no. Hibbs, no. LABD, no. Bank D, possibly. So the better way I would answer this question is, if I were looking at all of these contras, Amir, and the majority of them were in the fast lane, the answer to your question would be yes, I would be ready to get out of the market. But let's look at a 6-month. I'm trying to see which ones of these are in the fast lane. 1, only 1 stock out of the contras was in the fast lane. Does that make sense, Amir? Does that make sense? So when I can look at all my major contras that I have in a watch list, when the majority of those contras are in the fast lane, that's when it's time to get out of the market. Does everybody in the room understand that? Does everybody in the room understand that? Yes or no? All right. There was only 1 that was in the fast lane, Lee. That's not enough for me. But if I'm really thinking about, is it time to get out of the market? This list of stocks will definitely tell me, because when these start moving, that means the market's really going down. So Amir, does that help you? He said yes. Excellent. So these are the major contras that I have. There's 13. I think it covers pretty much everything I want it to. So from that perspective, when I can look at all of these stocks and see more than half of them in the fast lane, that's your opportunity to say, wow, 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 wow. I probably need to be out of the market. All right. I'm not even looking at the likes. Didn't care today. So we're going to look at VRNA, comma, SMCI, comma, Frontline, comma, Adobe, comma, Oracle, comma, TSM, comma, IESC, comma, ARM, comma, AMD, comma, Extro. Can't believe you gave me that stock. NVDA, comma, ASML, comma, which I do like, LRCX, comma, AMSC. Here's your stocks. Martin says, yes, never thought to check that. Listen, I try to give you tidbits of information that a lot of other people don't give you. And a lot of this is from my own personal experience. Look at that. That's super Mike. Look at that. 13%. I don't know what the news was. Good gravy. Let's go view the stock news. It's probably going to, good. Came up on my side. I don't know what the news was. 13%. Forget NVIDIA, too artificial. Okay, no. NVIDIA, why micro computer stock is surging today? Let's go peep that out. The company's share price was up 10%. While there wasn't any business specific news. Strong earnings for Broadcom, promising developments for Oracle, and continued momentum for what? AI. That's what it looks like it's coming from. All right. I want to look at that one first. And we're going to go down the list. We're going to look at that one first. I'm curious. Somebody said that it flashed a buy. Was it on SMCI? Let me go see. All right. Who's ready to take this? Type of one in the room. That's a nice up day. Are we in the fast lane? No. Look over the last 3 months. How much sustained time has it been in the fast lane? Not much. Who's ready to jump on this? Now, Amir, for you, I'm happy for you that the stock's going up. All right, I'm not ready to jump this in yet. Let it get in the fast lane and let it stay. The last time it got in the fast lane, and moved sideways before it jumped out. I'm with you, Marty. It needs confirmation. I'm with you. It needs confirmation. Don't get me wrong. From a day trade, I love that trade. It was enough to put it into a buy recommendation. I'm just not ready yet. I need more confirmation. But people like Amir, I'm happy for you. That's a nice update. It's like it did here. But look at that nice update and look at what happened after it. So I'm not ready to pull the trigger on it yet. All right. Next stock, goodness gracious, AMSC. What the is American Superconductor? I like the play. Bottom left, top right. Bottom left, look at the earnings growth, 28. Let's go look at sales growth. Sales growth 30. How about the sales growth is more than the earnings growth? I like that. I like this play. I like this play, and I cannot lie. I like this play. Glenn, someone gave us IESC on Monday and is a buy. It's on the list. We're going to take a look at it. It's on the list today. AMSC, I like. I do like it. Oh my God, Becky. Look at that stock. It's like one of those super stocks that just keep going up in price. Doom, 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 doom. I like this stock and I cannot. Okay. All right, next stock. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. Next stock. Wow. VRNA. That's probably news driven. And what did I say? Every time the stock breaks through that level of the upper band, it's going to tend to come back. I'm not sure I like that. Let's go see what the news was on that because I haven't the slightest idea. Let's go see what the news was on that. It's only up 4%, almost 5%. But it's a lot of give back. That's a bearish sign. That's a bearish sign. AMSC, but the up, yeah, I'm looking at, I don't know what it was. Last month, 6 hours ago. I don't know. So there isn't. Continue reading. Regeneron, Verona, Dupixent. Says we don't see, I don't know, that's competing with Dupixent at all. Dupixent's famously known for Dupixent. I don't know. I don't know what the news is on it. Anyway, that's a bearish sign. There's a lot of selling pressure. There's a lot of selling pressure. Be careful with that if you own it. NVIDIA, one of the most powerful stocks. Actually, I think this is the most powerful stock on the planet right now. Anybody agree? Type of 1. Anybody? Type of 2 if you don't. I think this is the most powerful stock on the planet right now. Right now. You agree with that? I think that this is one of the stocks that everybody's got to have in their portfolio. As a matter of fact, tomorrow's video, I'm going to talk about the 3 stocks everybody needs to have. All right, this is going to be one of them. I got 2 more. Make sure you watch tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is going to be on 2 fronts. I'm going to give you 5 speculative plays that I want you to keep your eyes on. But I'm also going to talk to you about 3 stocks that everybody's got to have in their portfolio right now. And I'm going to show you the poor man's way of trading it. I'm going to show you the poor man's way of trading it. VRNA is releasing a COPD med on June 25th. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. All right. So I got 3 stocks that everybody's got to have in their portfolio. But I'm going to show you the poor man's way of trading it. ARM, gotta love that too. Broke through this nice level of resistance and still moving up. Little indecision today. I like to play fast lane and just steadily in the fast lane. If I'm going to buy any stock on any day, I want to buy, in this case, 12 cents higher than the high. All right, 12 cents higher than high. I'm not telling you which stocks are in the list. You got to watch the video. XROF, this is why I'm not playing XROF right now. The stock is getting smoked like a pound of bacon. I'm not playing it. It's down to 36 cents. 36 cents. I would be in NVIDIA or an ETF since the split. Troy, watch tomorrow's video. Watch tomorrow's video. Watch tomorrow. So tomorrow's video is going to be about speculative stocks, but I'm going to show you the 3 stocks that everybody needs to have in their portfolio tomorrow and how to play them the poor man's way. I'm going to show you how to play them the poor man's way, and I'm going to show you how to play them the pauper's way. That's even poorer than the poor man. Woo-wee, I'm pumping that up. I'm going to show you the 3 stocks that everybody's got to have in their portfolios right now. I'm going to show you the poor man's way of trading it, and then I'm going to show you the pauper's way of trading them. Who's ready for that video? Just type a me in the room. Who's ready for that video? Oh, man, I just realized that I can do that there's a poor way and a pauper's way. Who's ready for that? Just type a me in the room. That means you're going to watch it. I think hopefully I'm going to blow some minds on how you can effectively play the high momentum market and be super cheap about it. Ooh, I'm even pumped. Woo, I'm pumped. Woo, I feel like, come on, Rocky. Come on, kid, get in there. That video is going to be like that. That's how I feel. No, it's got nothing to do with Five Guys. Nobody's got to have McDonald's and Five Guys and peanut butter and jelly. Nope, that's not it. I want the rich man's way. I'll show you the rich man's way too, Brian. I got you. I can show you guys the rich way, the poor way, and the pauper's way on take advantage of the momentum. All right. XROF, Energy. I know why you put that in there, but holy smokes. You notice that it not only is going down, it went below a 3-month level of support. It went through a 3-month level of support of 44 cents. Wow. Didn't you have that video the other day? Which video? Which video, Robert? I don't know. I don't know which video. All right. I'm not touching XROF. IESC. You remember when IESC was hot? And then middle lane, and then slow lane. I'm not ready yet. I like this level right here. Swing level. I'm not ready. I need the stock to get back into the fast lane. Only reason I won't be there tomorrow is if I'm dead. Wow. Okay, then. Hey, Glenn, what are your two settings for the DPO on the charts? Both of them are 20-day look-back period. The yellow one is 1 standard deviation. The white one is 3 standard deviation. So it's a 20-day look-back period, 1 standard deviation here, 3 standard deviation with the outside bands. Yeah, my other one was NVIDIA. NVIDIA was a good play. That was a good call. You made up for a crappy stock with a really good stock. All right. So again, I'm not telling you the other 2 stocks yet, Robert. I'm not telling you. You got to go watch the video. TSM. I think you look at TSM, you look at ASML, those 2 stocks are killing it as far as the fabrication of having to be able to make the machines to make the chips. TSM, ASML are 2 stocks. They have a collaboration with each other. So that's an excellent looking stock. I like that. Glenn, tell us where is the signal to buy in your chart. So when I'm getting ready to buy into any stock, I'd like using this star search. My buy signal would be, I'm in the fast lane here. Confirmation that I'm in the fast lane still, but I'm never going to buy on a down day. That would be my buy. I'm in. If I'm long-term, right here when I get into the middle lane, I take half off the table. All right? I look. I'm in the fast lane again. No confirmation the next day. Third day, I take that other half and put it back in. Now, the time where I take half off and take the other half off, here, if I were in here, half off, other half off here when it goes into the middle lane, the slow lane. But here, I get, I'm not in yet because I got a down day. I never want to buy in a down day, but that's my entry. I'm in. Middle lane, half off the table, locking that profit. Notice that it never went to the slow lane. Here, I'm not in yet. I'm in the fast lane. No confirmation. Now I'm in. Who just asked me that question? I meant DPO, not bonus. Oh, the DPO, there is a DPO 9 and a DPO 20. All right. DPO 9, fast DPO 20, longer term. So who asked me about when to get in? Did that answer your question? When to get in? All right. I'm not day trading. This is end of day. Where does it say I'm day trading? This is a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 days. That's 2 trading weeks. That's not day trading. Lou, if you think that that's day trading, then you don't know what day trading is. Yes, I just said that. I just called you out on that. I just called you out on that. This is not day trading. All right? So, listen to Glenn. I could have lost, but I'm glad you said not to take Meta on a down day. However, ELF is moving up nicely. Is it too late for that? Let's go look at ELF just because you asked that question. And you complimented me first. Flattery will get you everywhere. 3-month graph. Let's go look at ELF. All right. Talk about it. Right there. 1 day, second day, it's in the fast lane. Would I take it? Yep. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high, though. I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. I got 1 day in, confirmation. That's still a green day, but I would look at 12 cents higher than the high. All right. So there you go. Brigam just said, how do you get these lanes on a chart? I could not find it on the system. You have to go to the star search. Go to the graph layouts. Go to star search. That's all I'm looking at. Right here is the star search. All right. Let me keep looking down the list. Let me get to the rest of your stocks. All right. Next stock. AMD. Nope. Little indecision for 2 days, but in the slow lane. Not in it. I'm not ready for AMD yet. I'm not. Now, here we go. Entry. 1 day. Second day. Confirmation. I'm in. 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day. Middle lane. I'm out. Did I take a profit on that? Close price 160.43. here, 162. So I took a little bit of a loss right there. A little bit of a loss. One day in, confirmation, I'm back in with that other half. Oh, got me out quick. All right. Go back in. No. I still have half off the table. You should make Amir your number 3 after Janice. So who was my number 2, Janice? I forget who my number 2 was. Janice, do you remember? I forget. I haven't seen her for the longest time. Who was my number 2? I don't know if Janice remembers. What are the subgraphs for? You talk about the DPOs. That's part of the layout. The DPOs, the trended price oscillators. Above 0 is bullish. Below 0 is bearish. That's it. So not only am I looking at where it is as far as slow lane, fast lane, middle lane, I'm also looking at trend or how bullish or bearish it is. Hi, Glenn. I had to jump off your live stream for work calls, but is it time for SQQQ? No, not yet. SQQQ was in. We did look at the contras. There's only one contra that's moving up. I think it was the IWM one. Other than that, Lifestyle says I could be your number 2. No, it wasn't Charlene. It wasn't Charlene. It was another name. I haven't seen Charlene for a minute either, unless Charlene's just in the background busy. I haven't seen Charlene in a minute. But no, Charlene wasn't it was somebody else. I forgot the name. All right. It was a guy with a short name, but unfortunately, I don't know. Was it a guy? I thought it was a young lady. I don't remember. No, Janet's my number is my number 1. She is my number 2. She's already my number 2. Because nobody's higher than my wife. That's my number 1. Do you also look at the average volumes with Star Search? You can. It's a great question. You can. And you can add that. I thought I had a layout that had it. I don't remember. But you can add that. Most of the times, these stocks that are moving in the fast lane, most times, they're going to clearly have over 100,000 shares. That's the minimum that you're looking for when you're looking to get into a stock. Don't even say that. Janet's Glenn's in, because my wife is, oh no. No. And Amir, yes. Don't even say that online. Holy, no. You trying to start something? Man, you don't want nothing? Don't start nothing. Holy smokes. All right, let's go to the next one. Janice is probably even laughing in the background going, shit, nobody, we don't want none of this smoke. There you go. Janice says, you wacky. I have a husband of 40 years. Now, there you go, Janice. That's right. Ooh-wee. Let's go to the next one. Adobe. Remember, earnings is coming out on it, right? When I looked at this, I'm going to change the graph layout real quick. Cool. You okay that I'm running a little longer? Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no. Because if you are not, I'll get through this much faster. Are you okay with it? I don't even know if he's sitting here.
Yeah.
Oh, you are good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go look at where is it? My layout. And everybody keeps asking me about this graph. Take a picture of this graph. All right, take a picture of this graph. This has got 5 things, and there you go, Lisa. There's average volume is on this when I'm looking at earnings. I am looking at average volume when it comes down to earnings because I want to make sure that as the stock is getting closer and closer to earnings, are people getting warmed up about it? Notice that people are not here. Nobody gives a flying flip. You see that? Is Kiwi Meow on? Oh, I see Kiwi. I like Kiwi Meow. Just go Kiwi Meow. This is a bearish sign for me too. Because when people are excited getting towards earnings, people are getting into the stock. Not here. Not here, right? So I look at the trend of the stock. I'm looking at the fall in the safety on the stock. Earnings growth is flat. Even though it's at 16, it's still flat. Earnings is rising, but the rate of growth is flat. Sales growth, which is the fuel for the engine, fell, even though it's at 12. Everything about this, all right, Everything about this tells me that they're going to miss earnings and revenue. Everything about this tells me that. Now, again, I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could be wrong. And I'll own it. I'm just looking at this graph, and everybody keeps saying, oh, man, how do you take a picture of this? It's got relative safety, earnings growth, earnings per share, sales growth, and average volume. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. Only thing I have in common with his wife is our names. She's Janet and I'm Jess. There you go. See? There you go. All right. So I'm not a fan. Now keep in mind, relative safety is falling. It's still above 1. It's still favorable. Relative safety is at 1.41. Relative value is at 1.38. Fundamentally, the stock is sound. But these are the things. Earnings moves the stock's price higher or not. I'm not feeling this. The safety still above 1, but falling. It's safe, but not as safe. So we need another winner like AVGO. Let me find it, coming up in the coming weeks. I promise that if I can, I will do an earnings video on some of the most talked about stocks. I'll continue to do that. We did it for NVIDIA twice. We blew that out the water twice. What else? AVGO. We did it. Adobe. I'm not feeling it. All right. So we'll see. We'll see if this holds up. If this graph whole layout holds up. All right. Let's go to the next stock. Oracle. Oracle. I don't think this has got earnings, so I'm going to go back to Star Search. Oracle. Retracement back to the mean. Be careful with Oracle. I like it's in the fast lane, but it broke through and pierced through the upper band. So I'd be careful with that. ASML down day, but in the fast lane. In the fast lane. Watch the DP. Well, the DPOs are falling because it's a down day. The stock is solidly in the fast lane. Solidly in the fast lane. Oracle had earnings earlier this week. Is that the case? So that's probably the jump. There it is. There's the jump. I'd be careful with this. I'd be careful with it. I got a lot of selling pressure on today's candle. I'd just be careful with it. Okay. Frontline. Ooh, after earnings, stock fell. There's earnings. And there's the fall in the slow lane. I'm not ready to touch that. AVGO video got 2.3 thousand hits. It did. It did. And actually, it started picking up more hits after it beat. I think people wanted to come see what the video said. And it did get some hits. It really did. All right. And that was the last stock. That was the last stock. All right. We stayed a little longer. We looked at a little bit more of your stocks. Again, thank you guys so much for the super chats. All right. Thank you so much for the super chats. Lifestyle says, thanks, Glenn. Gotta go now. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. That's right, folks. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Happy Father's Day to all you dads. Thank you, VV Nation, for supporting the channel. We got about 63,000, about pushing 64,000 subscribers. You guys are killing it, helping us to grow. But hopefully we're in return giving you opportunities to make money. That's what it's all about. AVGO was a banger. Thanks to Glenn. Thank you, Hasib. I appreciate that. And I also want to say thanks to Koo, who's also a father. Happy Father's Day, bro. Thank you for Koo for filling in today as Joey was not feeling well. Joey is a dad as well, so happy Father's Day to Joey. So, Badger, why you? I'm glad I didn't even read it. I didn't even read it because you're just trying to mess it all up. All right, folks, you guys have a great weekend. No, I got a live stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, Koo's gonna be with me. I got the mobile app coaching tomorrow. So I got a live stream tomorrow. I'm saying that this is the weekend and we got to go. But I do have to go. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks,